And I was like, don't go there. And I said, look, I'm seriously serious. You don't want to go there. I just blacked out. I blacked out. And when I woke up, I was standing over him and I was screaming, I told you not to go there. I told you not to go there.
I told you not to go there. I told you not to go there.
That when you see it and you hear it, you're like, dude, everything you're saying is what you do. Is what you just got through doing 5 minutes ago. The hypocrisy. Constantly talking about what other people are doing, and 5 minutes later they're creating a video and they're doing the same thing. No. Originally, the reason why I waited, I was gonna put this video out hours ago, but I was so pissed off earlier in the day that I figured, you know what? I need to cool my jets, because if I go on YouTube right now and I address this, probably just gonna be saying a bunch of shit that, I'm just gonna feed into it. I'm gonna get it off my chest, and it's not gonna look good. It's not gonna come out right. It's not gonna, register the way I want it to register. This isn't about Josh from Homie Hangout. This isn't about, the reactionary video that he put out. This isn't about Josh from Homie Hangout. This isn't about, the reactionary video that he put out. This isn't about Josh from Homie Hangout. This isn't about, the reactionary video that he put out. Somebody that supposedly calls me a friend. Somebody that he rocks with. I'm gonna go over everything that was addressed, and I'm gonna go over some behind the scenes things that you guys need to know about, since that's what we're doing now. We're throwing stuff out there and we're putting it out there, and especially for Josh. This isn't about Josh from Homie Hangout. This isn't about the reactionary video that he put out. Josh is somebody that his credo is moving in excellence, right? So Josh has been somebody that has continuously put himself up on a pedestal. He's somebody that comes across as being this high and mighty, politically correct guy on YouTube that has something to say about everybody else. But when it comes to Josh and what he does, and when he does it, you don't got nothing to say about that. This isn't about Josh from Homie Hangout. This isn't about, the reactionary video that he put out. The hypocrisy it's mind-blowing. You know what I mean? It's mind-blowing. Do I want to make this video and respond to, the things that he said? Absolutely not. This is somebody I consider a friend. This is somebody, at least from my perspective, this is somebody that was able to call me and tell me, hey, B, I'm going through some financial issues right now. I can't buy, I don't got no food for the kids and I'm struggling out here. Hey, bro, give me your Cash App. Here's a couple $100. This isn't about Josh from Homie Hangout. This isn't about, the reactionary video that he put out. Here, bro, put some groceries in your, in your refrigerator. Here's somebody that was able to call me when he was going through his issues with Gunner and Rojo, where they were on his helmet, and he didn't have a problem calling me then. And hey, B, man, he wanted me to mediate. Can you holler at them, tell them to just chill out? You know what I mean? It's I can't concentrate on getting my content out. It's creating a lot of interference. This isn't about Josh from Homie Hangout. This isn't about the reactionary video that he put out. So I reached out to Gunner and Rojo, and I told, hey, man, leave the dude alone, man. He's he doesn't want no more drama. Just let it go. It's a bad look for all of us. So he seems to have forgot about all this. This was somebody that also that claims to move in excellence, but this is somebody that when he was going through his beef with Flacco, he couldn't wait to call me the next morning and to tell me how he just got over on Flacco for $500. How basically how he extorted him. 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 This isn't about Josh from Homie Hangout. This isn't about, the reactionary video that he put out. When him and Flacco were having their issues and Flacco's family was being attacked, he felt like his wife was being attacked, his kids were being drawn into it. They got on Flacco's helmet so much that he was willing to do anything just for it to stop. This isn't about Josh from Homie Hangout. This isn't about, you know, the reactionary video that he put out. Just for it to stop. And what Josh did was he got Flacco to put $500 on his Cash App. Basically, he paid him to stop going in on him. But Josh, he couldn't wait to call me the next morning and tell me, hey, B, man, you want to hear fucking something, the latest? He's like, check this out, bro. You know, yesterday I had a conversation with that fool and right? And, you know, I told this cat to put $500 on my Cash App and, you know, we could be cool and everything would be gravy. And next thing you know, bing, $500 on my Cash App. And, you know, that's something that somebody does when they move in excellence. It's, you know, he couldn't wait to call me and brag about it, that this guy was getting victimized to the point where his family, the emotional stress they were causing, and you guys seen it all. You guys seen the whole thing play out to where he got him for $500, and he couldn't wait to call me the next morning and tell me, hey, that fucking dummy, you know, I could have probably got him for $1,000, but, you know, I got him for $500. It's like right here on my Cash App. You want to see, you know what I mean? This isn't about Josh from Homie Hangout. This isn't about, you know, the reactionary video that he put out. So this is the kind of stuff that Josh does behind the scenes. You know, it's okay for Josh to go after somebody like G-Face, that's a rapper, that for whatever reason, G-Face rubbed Josh the wrong way. This isn't about Josh from Homie Hangout. This isn't about, you know, the reactionary video that he put out, to where Josh felt like he took it upon himself to get out there and let everybody know that G-Face was a snitch. He was somebody that had gave up information to law enforcement. I didn't even know. I don't even know the whole circumstances behind it, to be honest with you, because I didn't listen to it. I had no interest in it. You see, I'm the type of guy that when I heard Josh, what he was doing, I believe at that time I was still doing videos with Jerry. And it's something me and him talked about. You're like, damn, you know, this dude's smarter than that, but why is he getting himself involved in these conflicts? He goes in on G-Face and he puts him out there. He tells everybody that G-Face is a cooperator, this guy from White Fence, gang member, he's active. He puts him out there on blast and says he's a snitch, pulls his paperwork, dissects, analyzes the case, lets you guys know without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt, this guy is a cooperator, and this is how he told me. He explained it 5-6 different ways, so you guys really understood. This isn't about Josh from Homie Hangout. This isn't about, you know, the reactionary video that he put out. So what was his purpose in that? According to Josh, his whole purpose in exposing G-Face is because G-Face is portraying himself to be something that he's not. Because G-Face is portraying himself to be, you know, about that life. Why does that bother Josh so much so that he wants to put him in harm's way?
Their family's in danger and that they don't know what they could get into. Let's talk about that, okay? Let's talk about this from it. This is coming from a dude that got somebody killed in high desert.
Yeah,
okay?
Say that part.
We're talking about the same dude that had a Mexican mafia associate almost killed in Southern California behind one of his videos. And we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna show you guys what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's all good, man. This is coming from somebody that has already been down that path, man. This is somebody that's already done that. So what are you talking about, man? What are you talking about? Tony, you're not about that life. You don't know nothing about prison politics other than you throw a couple dollars at these dudes, you know what I'm saying? And you're acting like a fucking gangster on YouTube. Ain't about that life. You know what I'm saying? You ain't about that smoke. You need to save that, journalist Tony. You know what I'm saying? You need to save it, man. Stay in your lane, boy. But please, man, please come out with your video, because I know you guys know he's gonna come out with the video. Lobster building shit. You know, he called me. He called me one day talking loud. I don't know what a man is. I sold all my people out for money. I couldn't even get a word in. This motherfucker was just yelling, bro. You feel tough because you called me loud, talking loud, and because you feel tough because you call me talking loud and you call me a snitch and a piece of shit and a chomo and a rat. Come on, man.
Put that shit out there. Yeah, put that shit out there, man. Throwing some of those terms out there, you know, for me, especially the chomo stuff, right? Is again, I don't think that. In fact, I know he doesn't really understand. He knows what he's doing in terms of like he's trying to irritate people to get attention, right? So he knows that, but he doesn't really understand. But he should. Like Boxer mentioned, and I know they're gonna show the article. I'm gonna give my 2 cents on that because this is something I was aware of at the time that it happened too. You know, they'll get into the particulars, but basically, there's a dude in High Desert, an active northerner. And he, I don't know how exactly him and Tony got connected, but he got at Tony. He said, "Hey man, I'm gonna do an interview." Mind you, everybody that Tony talked to up until that point was, yeah, that's the guy. Everybody that Tony had talked to up to that point, to the best of my knowledge, it came from an SNY yard, right? Or was on an SNY yard, right? And I'm not trying to disrespect people on SNY yards. Just there's a difference here, and anybody that knows about prison knows this fucking difference. So, actually, Flacco had got at me, right? Flacco and I were talking, and Flacco was tight with Tony at the time. I didn't even have a channel, right? We were just talking. And Flacco kind of calls me and gives me the rundown on the situation. And he's like, "Man, what do you think?" And I'm like, "It's fucking ridiculous, bro. This dude's gonna get killed, right?" And Flacco 100%. Man, if I took a half an hour, I could scroll back through my phone and find a text messages. But the point is, Flacco and I were 100% on the same page. 100%, right? And what we were on was, you can't do that. You can't put this dude's interview out there. He will die. And Tony was asking, right? He was reaching out. And man, what do you think? What he says is fine. I don't give a fuck what he says.
He's like blind. You don't know any better.
And, right. And kind of find out dude was in a situation. I don't know if we want to get into what the situation was or not, but he was in a predicament and he really needed some money and he didn't have family looking out for him. The dude only had a 9-year sentence. He wasn't a lifer. He had a 9-year sentence, right? But he
got a cell phone. I said, Joshua, not to interrupt you. He got a cell phone. He lost his cell phone and went into debt for $4,000. But they don't kill you for that. They don't kill you for that. You know what I'm saying?
If they wanted to kill him over it, they could have just killed him when it happened. You know, he was alive. And so he goes to do this. And he does the interview. And again, Flacco and I both are. But this is not okay. Like, you can't. This ain't a good look, man. And now here you have 2 dudes that have done time. 2 dudes that rock with the North doing time. 2 people that know what the fuck they're talking about. Whether we agree on everything or not, it's not the point. We agree on this because it's common sense for anybody that's done time. And none of us want to see somebody get hurt behind a video, right? And so we're telling Tony, bro, you can't. That dude's gonna get fucking killed. Like, no, but he's saying it's all good, so who cares? Okay, be the grown up in the room, man. Be the grown up in the room. He's in a desperate situation. He's doing some desperate shit. But at the end of the day, you're the one that hits publish on that video. You're the one that makes the decision if that video goes live or if it
It's
goes
called
away.
accountability, which you know there's nothing about.
Right, and you pushed live. And when you pushed live, you ended his life. Because what happens?
Yeah.
He gets got at, he gets at Tony, it takes him, a minute for the video to get down, the damage is done, and the motherfucker gets killed by two other people.
Day.
Yeah.
The next
murdered.
day.
And those two dudes, I know Box vs. Salmon got the article, but those two dudes, they weren't even lifers. They had some long stretches, right? 20,
Show the
25
picture of
years.
the other two dudes, Sam